Xbox console sales are down by 30%, the worst financial results so far.
Oh, man.
So everyone's bringing out their financial results, and my organisation brought out their financial results recently too. So it's just that time of year because of April. Microsoft are trying to spin some disappointing results for Xbox division, with overall revenues down by 4% and only a small rise for Games Pass, which I think is probably the best game subscription service that you can have at this point in time. If things were going perfectly for Xbox, they wouldn't need to buy Activision Blizzard for 69 billion. 69, but I'm sure it's not 69 billion, but hey.
That doesn't sound right, does it?
I've got another story where I find out it's not 69 billion. But exactly how well they're doing is otherwise difficult to tell, because they won't reveal console sales figures for the total number of Games Pass subscribers. Some people might have just bought this console, bought Call of Duty, played Call of Duty, bought FIFA, played FIFA. That's it. Could just be that. Yeah. They don't need a Games Pass because they're not gamers. You don't deserve to be in this club. Not that sounds bad. But yes, gaming revenue as a whole fell by 4%, while hardware still dropped by a third. Xbox content and services revenue did increase by 3%, but apparently not well enough for Microsoft to reveal the subscriber numbers for Games Pass. Now, this might be one of two things, the reasons that they haven't done the subscribers for Game Pass, and part of it may be because of the Activision Blizzard thing. Because if it is high and it is good, then Sony have a point. You're occupying a space, you're becoming a monopoly, blah, blah, blah. And it's like, oh, crap. Or it could be crap and it could scare away investors. I do see, this is a weird thing with Games Pass. I've spoken to you about this before, but I'm in weird two minds about it. I do like it.
Mm-hmm.
I think in the grander picture might destroy the gaming industry space. And the reason is what Napster and then Spotify did to the music industry, and what Netflix, Amazon, Disney Plus are doing to the TV and movie industry. So yeah, that's just one of those things. Oh, wrong dial. Yeah, the end result was the worst quarter for Xbox sales since the launch of the Series X and S in the late 2020s, following a similar drop-off previous quarters right in the middle of the Christmas giving season. So I think their problem is games. I think reading that, my brain says you can have all these games, you can have all these exclusives, you can have this day one launch and whatnot, but you haven't got many. That's what it is, because it's like I've got God of War to play, the new God of War Ragnarok to play on the PS5. I've got Returnal to play on the PS5. I've got Horizon with its add-on that came out recently to play on the PS5. They're games that I'm interested in on playing on PS5.
Mm.
And what's the expression? When there's always biscuits in the tin, where's the fun in biscuits? Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Yeah, because if you've always got a game to play, you kind of might get overwhelmed by choice.
Mm.
I've read about this in books, and it's like 3 to 7 is the ideal. But Games Pass, and when we were looking at the PlayStation Premium stuff, offers you a couple of hundred. It's nice at first, but like me, I'm kind of one of the reasons I bought an Xbox X series is because I want physical media for my consoles, and I kind of like the idea of having physical media for my consoles. And I missed that. I tried it. I thought I did it as an experiment. I thought I'll get the S. I will go digital. I found a load of tricks to getting free credits and stuff and discounts and bits like that from Microsoft. Worked brilliantly. Really kind of pulled me into the ecosystem. And then I'm like, I miss having that line of discs. You know, just got like 5 games that you're currently playing, so you can pull the discount and swap it out and stuff. And I know it's weird when it comes to like films and stuff. It's like I've got a copy of X film, but it's being shown on Netflix, so I'll just click on Netflix rather than pull the actual discount and put it into the machine. And I think it's a similar thing that's happening with this. I think it's too much choice, and then it's too much bland choice, if that makes any sense. There's no kind of standouts. Because when you think of Games Pass, the standouts are pretty much it's Halo, your Gears of War stuff, Forza, and I'm struggling. And I can see why they want to buy
Yeah.
because if Call of Duty goes on there, then that's a
Um,
win for them.
yeah, I think a couple of things I'd want to add to that is, when was the last time you went to HMV? Because
Oh,
if
about
you go,
4 weeks ago.
okay, so you walk into HMV now, and what is it full of?
Funko Pops,
Funko Pop and vinyl.
DVDs.
Vinyl.
Oh yes, vinyl. Yeah.
Yeah. Vinyl has made a massive comeback.
Actually, no,
So,
no. Funko Pops are vinyl.
well, yeah. But it proves that people missed physical media. I think there's a
There's
little bit
that.
more to it with the fact that you're buying a pack of some. Yeah, it's like 25 quid for a record now, but you're physically holding something. You've got all the artwork. You can open it up. You're holding the vinyl. You're buying your record player. You're physically doing something to, to play the music. You might get a poster. You get all your lyrics, your track listing. It's all there. You're doing something rather than just on your phone, just going, "Oh, press that. Oh, skip. Press that. Oh, skip." There's
Yeah.
something about having that physical media, and I always collected the PC physical media, which is now the arse has dropped out of that completely. Now you cannot get. You might get the odd one from um, some sites that are on the net that still do physical media, but you have to wait. You can wait up to 2 years to get hold of it.
Yeah. It's
Um,
like what's it? Limited run games, because I remember Nigel getting
yeah, limited run games. Yeah,
Monkey Island adventure thing. If that makes any
yeah.
sense.
I was using them a lot, but I've stopped doing it now because um, it's a lot of money to fork out. You might be paying 60, 70, 80 quid for something, and then you don't see it for a year and a half.
Mm.
I suppose it depends on how badly you want it, but 9 times out of 10, just sits on my shelf.
Mm.
So I'm thinking, especially so going back to these sales, um, we've had a pandemic, we've got the cost of living crisis, everything's going up. So surely that's got to play a big part in what they're saying here.
But Sony made a fortune in the first. That's the weird. This is why. This is why I
I
pick
know.
these stories.
I don't understand that. I don't, because nobody could get that's the thing. Everybody was getting Xboxes. Nobody could get PlayStation 5s for
Mm.
love nor money, apart from the scalpers, like you said.
Yeah.
So I don't
It's
know.
odd, isn't it?
Maybe that gave them time to build up this games library, and now people can start getting the PS5s. And they go, right now, there's all your games, because there weren't many games out for the PS5, was there, when it first came out?
No, they were. What we were finding, that you were getting really good not ports, updates to things. So like Days
Yeah,
Gone, 60 frames. It had 60 frames a second, pushed up to 4K.
it's just rehashing again, though,
Brilliant.
isn't it?
Yeah.
It's
Oh
just
no, but you had the game.
yeah,
If you had the game on the PS4, you just literally just downloaded it for PS5, and you
mm,
could play it in the new mode, and it was fantastic. The same with No Man's Sky. You had the
yeah.
PS5 version of it.
The,
Um,
the
and
weird
that's
thing
what
is,
I did. Yeah. Yeah. Go on.
yeah. Sorry, the weird thing is with the Game Pass, I found myself playing more of the older titles. I mean, I've gone back to Mass Effect.
Mm,
I know it's the Legendary Edition. I know it's the updated edition, but I'm playing that. I was playing Dead Space 3.
mm.
So I'm going through all these games looking for ones that I haven't played.